Logan Paul in 2019
Uh-huh.
went to Japan
Yeah.
for a vlogging thing. You know how he is.
Of course, yeah, as he
goes
does.
into the suicide forest.
Oh.
He, big surprise, this might shock you, sees the deceased body of someone, trigger warning, dead bodies, sees the deceased body of someone who has taken their life in the Take Your Life forest.
Right.
He films it and puts it on YouTube.
Why would he do that?
Doesn't blur it out.
That's disrespectful to the dead body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't know if you are familiar with the audio, but that's where the viral "I have made a serious and continuous lapse of judgment" audio comes from.
Oh.
Anyways.
Good morning, Xander. The earth says hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Debbie.
And I'm Cassie.
And welcome to Apple Trees and Vinegar.
Episode 4. Yeah.
Yes.
So we got a real roster of topics to yap about today.
We really do.
We do.
Yes.
Packed schedule.
Very packed.
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 ASMR packed.
Whoa.
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 So where should we start? Should we start by saying we have gotten our haircuts,
Right.
which no one who would
Yes.
listen to the audio would be privy to.
That's true.
But we went out together
Last Friday
Last
on the
Friday.
13th.
on the Friday the 13th.
On Friday the 13th.
Dressed as Phineas and Ferb.
We killed it.
We killed it, which I think looked amazing.
It really
I
did.
think that was one of our best coordinated outfits.
Yes. It was great.
And we got our hair cut.
We did.
And on that theme, we would like to discuss haircuts we'd love to try.
But are kind of scared.
Are kind of scared, or maybe understand that we are not the body built for
Yes.
it. We do not have the head for it.
We don't got the sauce for it.
Oomph, the moxie. We lack the to that haircut. You know.
Anyways, yes, let's do
Yes.
it. Do you want to go first?
How many do you have?
I have 3.
Okay, I have 2.
Okay.
So what if you do one, I do one, you do one, I do one, you do one.
Ooh,
Go
I like
back
that.
and forth.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So since I have 3, I will start first. I have always wanted to go full on blonde.
Whoa.
Like blonde.
Like
platinum blonde. I just wanted that because I was obsessed with Barbies as a kid.
Yeah, understandable.
And Barbies
Mm-hmm.
had the blondest hair.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that is my first one.
Huh.
I would not look good in it. That's why I'm not going
no,
blonde.
I think it would look really, really brassy.
Yeah, it wouldn't look good, and I don't think it goes well with my skin tone. It would kind of like dull it down.
Yeah, I think it would clash. It would.
Yeah.
You wouldn't look like this person, but it would be the same effect as, what's her name, Rachel Ziegler.
I have never seen her blonde.
She actually, I think, is right now on Broadway doing Evita or something, which is a
Oh,
classic
yeah.
show. And there's a video where she's performing, I think the song's called Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, and she's on the balcony of the theater with her blonde hair, and it just clashes horribly with the rest of her.
That's not good.
And that's what I imagine would be a similar result for you.
Because the thing is I've been pretty experimental with my hair.
Yes, she has.
I've dyed it pink. I've dyed it blue. Yes. And to do that, you have to bleach it.
Yes.
And especially since my hair is so dark,
Yes.
you have to bleach it quite a bit. And so I have seen myself blonde.
She knows.
And I've seen myself with different types of blonde
Yes.
as well. Like kind of like the more like yellowy blonde as well as like more white blonde, and both of them look terrible. I've seen it. I saw it, and I was like, "Ooh,
Whoa.
whoa, that is not a look.
Oh no.
That is not good. She is not cute." So yeah, I don't think I could go blonde.
That's fair.
And also, it'll be quite damaging as well.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. It's really it like. You ever skin your knee?
Yes.
It's like doing that to your
Of course.
whole
I
head.
feel like every kid has skin therapy at least once.
Yeah, you do, and you're like, so this is the worst pain, and I will never be happy again.
Yes.
And I have to stay inside now and can't go play with my friends.
Yes.
And I'm gonna die.
Yeah, and you have a hole in your leggings, in
a
your
hole
colorful leggings.
Yeah. You rip your favorite tights.
Yes.
And you're like, what's the point?
Darn. But then a little part of you is kind of happy because you're like, my battle scar.
I got a scar. I'm a bit of a baddie.
Did you as a kid, this is kind of gross, but did you ever pick your scabs?
Yes, of course I did.
Because that was my guilty pleasure.
Oh, of course. I'd be like, can I get away with it now? Is it ready? And then I would just rip them off.
Yes.
Then I'd play with them in my hand, throw them away. But I wanted the sensory experience of like squishing it.
Oh.
I don't know.
I love just peeling it off.
Yeah. Satisfying.
It's really satisfying.
Incredibly satisfying.
Yes. Anyways. Yeah.
Should we go me next?
Yes, let's do you next.
So, now this is a hairstyle that I actually don't know the name of. I just have a reference. You ever hear of the film series The Girl with the Dragon? Or it might only be one movie. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
No, I don't think so.
So here's what you need to know. I don't know what this movie is about. Here's what you need to know that I know.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay, alright.
What I do know is that my mom read the book series when I was a kid.
Oh.
And I think watched the movie. She might not have. She wasn't a movie girly. But basically, she has these micro bangs.
Oh, yeah?
Like, long on one side and, like, cropped on the other side.
Of her... wow. That is bold. That's a bold statement.
Yes. So, search up a photo if you're not a if you can't imagine it. But... Yeah, just like a round bowl almost micro bang.
You know who could pull that off?
Who?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yes, of course.
She would probably rock that.
She would kill it.
Yeah.
And the reason I can't pull it off is because I have a big, big, big forehead.
I think also because your hair's curly
and
as
my
well.
Hair's curly.
Yeah, I think that's...
So I would look, what's the word? Insane. This morning I woke up because this is my first time I washed my hair last time. Last night for the first time since I cut it. It was giving Doc from Back to the Future. The old man, yes. When I woke up this morning, I went, wow, this is going to be a lot of work to fix.
I washed my hair last night for the first time.
Wow. Ever.
Actually. I've never washed my hair
Not
once.
to brag, but
that's like
first time.
That's like a talent right there.
When you really think about it.
Yeah.
Breaking it down.
If you're capable of that,
you can do anything.
If you set your heart to it.
If you really put your mind to enough grit and intent,
yes.
You can do anything.
Yes.
I said that to you and I still showed up 8 minutes late when I told you I'd make it on time with grit and intent.
And I just got my little like skeleton frame down. For my essay.
Yeah, and we were like, we got this.
We got this. Anyways, what were we saying?
You washed your hair for the first time last night.
Yes, I washed my hair yesterday for the first time. And I got out of the shower, dried my hair, and I looked, and I was like, that is a mushroom.
Wow.
That is a mushroom. Like, a perfect, like, mushroom haircut. Just whoop,
whoa,
whoop.
Whoa.
And I was like, wow.
Wow.
I don't know if I hate it. I kind of like the mushroom.
And then the mushroom's fun.
Yeah.
It gives Princess Jellyfish.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
No.
Well,
I just responded.
I do not. You just validated my reference.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yes. Well, what's your next haircut, Barbie?
I want to get a super curly perm.
Debbie, I would love for you to do that.
Really?
I would. Debbie.
Should I do it?
Yes. Yeah. I would think you'd look so crazy good.
Yeah?
With a curly perm. I think it'd be so fun. I think it would be so much fun.
I always loved and love present tense and will love future tense curly hair.
Period.
So I honestly want to get a perm. I've been wanting to get a perm for so long, but I just haven't because, first of all, I like to go swimming. And chlorine and perms to just
gotta wear one of them swim caps.
I'd have to do that. And the last time I got a perm was when I was 8.
Which is the perfect age to get a perm, I would say.
With that thin, crisp hair, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like it just won't suit my face shape right now.
I think it'd look nice on you.
You think so?
Maybe if you grow your hair out.
Uh-huh.
Don't
Not right now.
She has a bob right now, basically, like a layered bob. It's giving Nana.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. But yeah, wait to grow it out. But it would look really nice with like some curls.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I'd say stick with that. Hold on to those.
Hold
notes.
on to that.
To
okay.
that.
What about you? It's your last.
A skullet.
What's a skullet?
It's where you shave
Uh-huh.
the top of your head, all except for the back area.
No hate to those people who have it.
Hey,
that is
doesn't she look so cool?
Oh my
I'm sorry,
goodness.
FKA Twigs, for anyone wondering. Doesn't she look
She
so
does.
freaking cool? Now, I would not look that cool because I do not have her face, but and I have the darkest eye bags in Canada, but I think that the skullet looks so cool on people. When they have the whole front of it shaved and they just have that long horse's mane. It's a horse's mane on the back of your head.
Yeah.
I want that. I will never have it, for I have a large head with a mole on the side of my scalp.
Me too.
Yeah.
Which side is yours?
Mine's on my right side.
Mine's also on my right
Oh my god,
side.
twins!
Look at us.
When I shaved my head a few years ago, that's when I found out I had a mole there, and I went, oh.
Look at her.
Well,
hello.
A new friend. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, new friend. But I would love a skullet. I think that they made it so I wasn't able to have a skullet in my creation because I'd be too powerful.
Yeah.
They had to hold me
That's
down.
a really cool haircut though.
It's so cool.
Honestly, on paper it doesn't sound very nice.
No. But
But
with the right
person, with the right sauce,
with the right
with the right oomph to them,
they kill it.
They kill it.
So cool.
It does look really nice. Well,
Wistful sighs.
yes. Well, my final haircut, it's not as dramatic as your skull. It's that one. But it's I don't know what it's called, but I call it the Haruhi haircut. If you guys watched Orin High School Host Club.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Yeah. Her hair.
Like the short hair?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like my current hair, but shorter.
Yeah.
So I always kind of wanted to try short hair, but I was kind of scared. Because it's short, and I feel like I'm going to look like I'm 2 again with my bowl cut.
2-year-old little boy.
Yes.
What
do you think?
Should
I pull out a picture?
Yeah, show me. I think I know. Yeah, I think you could pull it off.
You think?
I think it'd make you look older is the thing.
I
think that not all the time, because we have friends who have shorter hair, and it does not make them look older. But
okay, let me go to Pinterest and find a photo.
I fear that would be a haircut that would age you.
Yeah. Haircut. Let me see.
Or I always think I had a childhood friend.
Something like this.
Oh.
It's like a chestnut.
Yeah, it is like a chestnut. It's like, oh my god, you know Fiesta, the K-pop? Oh.
I had to click into it.
Yeah, hair like Sora. What's his name? Sora from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill it. Yeah, I think
I could pull that off.
I think you could pull that off.
I could do that.
Yu-Gi-Oh hair. Yeah.
Yes.
Do
the
it.
spikes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I think you could do the Haruhi chestnut
You think?
hair.
Okay.
I think you could.
One day.
I think you'd have to be careful.
I think so too.
I think you could look old very quickly.
Yeah.
There's a K-pop group called Fiesta from
I
Fiesta or something
seeing
from back in the day.
Yeah, I remember seeing them somewhere.
One of the members had that haircut during one of the eras, and it did not look awesome. Search up Fiesta. We can't stop now. Fiestar. Sorry, Fiestar.
We can't stop now.
That was the comeback era. Crazy. Wow. That was the comeback era.
Yeah.
She's wearing it. See, they have a hat on her. They have a hat on her because it didn't work.
But honestly, I think K-pop during the early 2000s, they did a lot of this hairstyle.
It was so good though because they
Yeah.
looked crazy.
Yeah.
Amber from FX had
Yeah,
that going on, and she also
yeah.
had the snapback on the back of her head.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What a time to be alive.
21 had some crazy hairstyles.
21. Wow.
Man.
What was her name? Dada?
Yes.
She was the one with the mohawk, wasn't she?
Yes.
At one point they had,
Yes.
but they
yes.
didn't shave her sides. They just had all
They just
her
had
long hair.
yes,
stuck
sticking
up,
up.
like 4 feet high.
It was crazy.
It was a crazy, crazy
I don't know how
era.
they did that.
No, just headaches and sheer grit. With enough grit and intensity, anything's possible.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, write that down. Write that down.
Somebody will write that down.
Write that down. Take note.
Write it down.
Take note.
Yeah, that's my last hairstyle.
Amazing. Off the cuff, would love to try green hair one day, but I do think I'd look too much like a punk rock kid. I went to this with my partner, with Derek. We went to this park yesterday, and they had this free concert, and it was a punk rock concert. The amount of female presenting individuals with emerald green hair was astounding. They were all in one place. Every girl with green hair was in one place last night, and it was at that park.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd pull it off. I also don't want to dye my hair, bleach it again, because I don't like having to spend a lot of time doing my hair.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
It's
work.
so
We've both
much
done
work.
it.
Yes,
It's a lot of work.
too much.
Like, it's so exhausting, and it's fun while it lasts. But then once you
Yeah.
get out of it, you're like, what was I doing?
Right.
All that time and money.
And like your hair, it gets so thin, so
crunchy.
crispy. Yes, crunchy.
Yeah, one
not a
time
fun look.
the person who did my hair was bleaching it again,
Mhm.
and my hair became like rubbery, like you could pull
Yikes.
it,
Yeah, yeah.
and it would like stretch.
That's not good.
No.
That's
Not
good.
ideal.
No.
No one wants their hair to do that.
No, no. We don't want to
Mm-mm.
become artificial.
No.
Nar.
Nar. Oh,
Nar. A nar.
We are
Nar.
the water. So I'll get out of the water. Oh, my mermaid. Shout out to H2O.
I actually didn't watch H2O.
Hot take. And I'm saying a hot take to you that you're not going to understand. It's all right. It's not
not a bad show.
it's not bad, but it's not great.
Mm.
I really liked House of Anubis, which is even more of like a niche, deeper cut.
Yeah.
It was like a private school show
Uh-huh.
that had like Egyptian mythology in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it took place in like England, I think.
Oh.
It was really weird. I actually don't think I understood it when I was watching it because I was always confused, but because I was a Percy Jackson girly,
Right.
and which therefore meant I was a Kane Chronicle girly, which I think is
Right.
the Egyptian mythology series.
Yes.
So of course I watched House of Anubis solely for the mythology.
Of course.
And I was so confused the whole time.
It's like, what is
I was
going
like,
on in the
I am
House of Commons?
I'm so lost. So
Okay.
should we move on to our next segment?
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about music.
Music.
Specifically, when you have a song that's borderline a guilty pleasure, but it's just something you like repeat and repeat and repeat and
Yes.
repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Yes.
Yes. A hyperfixation.
A hyperfixation,
Mhm.
if you will.
Yes.
Yes. Should I go first?
Sure.
So mine Who I'll Be
Uh-huh.
from Shrek the Musical.
Interesting.
From Shrek the Broadway musical.
Okay. Shall
Um,
we listen to that?
Yeah. Everyone at home,
Please
pause the episode
yes.
and listen to. I need to find the actual name, so I'm not just Who I'd Be.
Who
from
I'd Be.
Shrek the Musical original cast recording.
Alrighty. Let's go listen to that.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, folks. And we're back.
An ogre always hides. An ogre's fate is no.
Wow. You know what? That's a great song.
There's something. So here's the context of why I listen to it on repeat. That you know, but the audience might not. Who I'd Be from Shrek the Musical Broadway cast recording is my work song. I am so productive. when I can listen to Shrek sing about how he wants to belong. I don't know what it is about the melody or the bongos in the background. Maybe it's Donkey, Fiona, and Shrek harmonizing and singing.
It's great. It was
stunning.
stunning.
It's a stunning song, and it just makes me work so much more efficiently. Like, I can power through homework if I'm listening to Who I'd Be from the Shrek the Musical. And I like the lyrics a lot. I think it's very... What a great way to summarize the emotions
Yes.
that Shrek experiences in the movie. I'm like saying this as if it's deep.
It is quite deep.
It is very deep. But it is from Shrek.
Yes.
You know, which has also made like cops references in the second one. You know, like that's crazy. It's crazy the depth that's in that song. But it's just him like fantasizing about being accepted and then remembering that he's an ogre and therefore can't be. And even at a single point, he's like reimagining the moment where he meets Fiona in the Dragon's Tower. And he reimagines like if he wasn't an ogre, he could have been the hero and taken the helmet off and like
be happily ever
after.
Yeah, that's great.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. That's actually really deep.
It's a stunning song.
It's a great song.
It's a great song, and I actually don't have it downloaded on my phone. I only download it when I need it. It's like my final, like, send in the big boys, and the big boys Who I'd Be from Shrek the Musical.
Yes.
That's just exactly what it is for me.
Yeah. And they've got such beautiful voices.
They have stunning voices. What are the names? Daniel Breaker, who I believe is Shrek, and then Brian Darcy James.
Oh.
Or maybe those are the writers.
Oh.
No, it's not.
No, they're
confusing.
They're the singers?
They're the singers, but then they don't have whoever plays Fiona. She's not there. It might be Sutton Foster who plays Fiona.
Oh.
That's crazy. She's like super famous. She's one of the darlings of Broadway. Or at least she was last time I checked. In case anything's changed since I last watched Shrek the Musical. But they have beautiful voices and they're harmonizing and it just sounds so nice. Shrek, even with a Scottish accent, just has such a beautiful, beautiful tone to his voice. Not that Scottish accents don't sound nice. It's just the context that it's Shrek that kind of can affect the enjoyment.
Yes.
I just love that song. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know what? I might start listening to it.
Yeah.
We sing at karaoke.
Yeah, when we bring the kids to karaoke, we hit them with Who I'd Be from Shrek the Musical. I think that's perfect. Perfect.
You know, in a family, we'd be the crazy ants.
We are actually.
We
already are.
In our store.
We're the crazy. We are the crazy ants. We've already hit that peak, and that's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I'd rather be the crazy ant than anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, like they're the coolest people.
Yeah, and the bar is low. I just have to act like myself. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I could be crazy any day, baby.
Exactly.
Easy. Especially because we told the kids that if we did karaoke, it would be like Wicked. So if we throw in, we're like, and also Shrek.
The musical.
Yeah, no, not Smash. Not All Star. Who I'd be. Who I'd be.
Who I'd be.
That's who I'd be.
Molly's gonna be listening to this like, what the
heck?
Hey,
Molly.
Hey, Molly.
Molly Dolly.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Now, what's your song? Hit me with
my
it.
song. Well, I told you this like a week ago, but it's I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss.
Hell yeah.
That's just it's my ultimate housework / like exercise / just like when I want to stand in front of a mirror and just dance around.
Yeah.
Because I do that.
As you should.
With my little like toothpaste.
Yeah, as you should. Sometimes when I'm home alone, if Derek's hearing this, I'm sure he knows I do this. I don't think I've ever told him, but I'm sure he would be like, yeah, that sounds like something you would do.
Yeah.
When he's not home, we have like no mirrors. You've been into my place. It's small.
Yeah.
We have one mirror like on the closet, but you can only see it if you're on the bed. I stand on the bed and I perform for my own reflection.
You know, there's something really special about performing in front of yourself.
Yeah, performing for you and you alone. It is like therapy. There's something
it's so fun.
It's so
if you haven't done it, go do it.
Choose your
what
favorite
are you doing?
song and perform
in front of the mirror.
Yeah, like you're on Drag Race and
yes.
it's lip sync for your life.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you need to do in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
Your favorite song.
That's honestly what I was doing this morning.
Respect.
I was supposed to go to class today, and
that didn't happen.
That unfortunately didn't happen. I was like, I need to work on my assignment. I need to do some readings. I woke up, blasted some music, danced around a little bit,
Of course.
and then got inspired to start Dancing with the Stars.
Nice.
And apparently, on Disney Plus, there's only seasons 31. No, not 30. It's 31, right? 31 to 33.
Oh.
So
Weird.
I don't know where to watch the previous seasons.
Just some website. Whatever that may be.
Because I feel like yes, the new ones are good, but I want to see the original.
Yeah, you want to see.
I want to see them.
Yeah. You can't just enjoy. You know, they gotta crawl before they run, right?
Yeah,
I want to see the crawling.
Yes, I want to watch. Anyways, so
that's like starting at like the last season of Stranger Things.
Exactly. What is there to understand?
What are we doing here, guys?
We
no
can't
context.
grasp it. No.
No lore.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah. Do you have any other songs playing in your mind on repeat?
I really often listen to, I'm gonna ask if you know this, and I know you don't. Stan Rogers. Right.
Nope.
Understandable. He's like, I think he's from Toronto. He's from Ontario, and he's dead, but he died in a plane fire when he was like in his 30s. Fucking crazy. But it was a long time ago, so like when plane fires, I guess, were more of a thing. But he was this Canadian folk artist, and he sang songs specifically, though he was from Toronto. His family was from the Maritimes, similar to mine, and so he would sing about like his family's history, and like he would sing like sea shanties and like Canadian folk songs. And I don't know, really like a lot of his music. Specifically, let me tell you how it started. Here I am, an innocent child. I go into choir. My choir teacher hits us with the Northwest Passage as a song that is going to be sung. Now, what our choir teacher would do is he would give us for the spring concert, the boys and the girls would both sing a song, and I had to deal with the heartbreak that the boys got to sing Northwest Passage by Stan Rogers, which the second I heard their first rehearsal, I went, this sounds fucking amazing. I love this. And we were stuck with a song called Taylor the Latte Boy, which is a song about a stalker girl falling in love with a Starbucks barista. And we had to
talk about storytelling.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We would sing that, and then the boys would go on stage and sing about the great endeavors of the idiot European men who tried to go through the Northwest Passage and died.
Oh my goodness.
And I was so envious. I remember I learned all the lyrics just from obsessively watching them rehearse. And then I went to my choir teacher and I was like, "Sir, I can sing the tenor register. I know the words.
Please let me in.
I will wear a wig. You can call me Tom. I don't care. I want to sing this song so bad." He went, "No."
That's cruel. That was quite cruel.
So sickening. It was so fucked up. But he has a very specific song that I really enjoy called The Mary Ellen Carter.
Shall we listen to that?
Mary Ellen Carter by Stan Rogers.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're back.
So wow. Give me your thoughts on the song before.
Honestly, I felt like because the song was like 5-6 minutes.
Yes.
For the entire 5-6 minutes, I was on a rocking ship.
Heck yeah.
Yes, with a nice like pint of beer. Did I drink it? Probably not.
No.
Shaking it around.
I don't think pirates had beer, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what booze did they drink?
Like basically pee. I think they like rum, right? It was like rum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
They like drank like the nastiest,
Yes.
dirtiest
Yes.
shit they could get their hands on because it was the cheapest and easiest. I think. I actually don't know.
Yeah, that mixed with a little bit of the Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
I felt like I was Pippin.
Pippin and Merry.
Pippin and Merry.
Walking with them big trees.
Yes, big feet.
big feet, big trees.
Big feet. Jumping around on those tables.
Those silly little shenanigans those
yes.
little guys got
yeah,
up to.
it was kind of giving that vibe. So amazing.
I like
It was really fun.
Yes.
Just like, whoop whoop whoop.
Wop, wop, wop. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Exactly.
Let me
Whoop,
tell you.
whoop, whoop.
Yes. Let me tell you about the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Mary Ellen Carter is what we listened to,
Mm-hmm.
which is a song because it's not pirates necessarily, but it's sailors. So it's a song that about sailors, and they're telling the story about how this group of sailors, after the ship they've been with for a long time gets wrecked, they decide to band together and like pull it out of the dock, like bring it back up onto the surface of the water and repair it. Because they were like, she's done so much for us. You know how it is. Don't get between a man and his boat. Don't get between a man and his car. Like that type of like type beat, you know?
Yes.
So they're like, we're gonna save this freaking boat, and the whole song is just describing how they tried and people said no, and then they tried again and people said no, and then they did it on their own, and they did it without any help, and they succeeded. And then at the end of the song, and not to quote it directly, but to quote it directly, it says, and to you whom adversity has dealt a final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, be true, blah blah blah, pull out all your heart and arm and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again. No matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again. And so in the end, the song's just like, hard times won't last, baby girl. Keep your head up, baby. Your Naruto headband slipping. Keep your head up.
That's like my favorite line you say these like past couple of months. That's like my favorite line.
Thank you. But that's what it's about. It's just like, don't let that headband slip. Let people know you're from the hidden leaf.
Be your own boss.
Yeah, be your own boss, girl. Don't even worry about it. Be your own boss. It's just like that. And it's just this really nice motivational song.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. And I love listening to just like shanty-esque music.
Yes.
I also like listening to Canadian folk music, especially from the East Coast. I just enjoy the way it sounds. It's reminiscent for me, and the music I heard sometimes as a child.
Oh, that's nice.
In St. John's, Newfoundland. Back in the day.
Back in the day
When I went there often to see family.
Yes.
When I was British back in the day.
You were British?
Back when I was British. Long time ago, I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for my second hyperfixation song, I don't know if you know the song, but it's called Sunny by Bonnie M. Do you know that song?
No. Are we gonna? Can I hear it?
Yes, of course.
Is it Korean?
No. It's American.
Oh, American.
But the reason I actually like this song though is because first of all, it's a really good song. And basically there's this Korean movie called Sunny. It's one of my favorite Korean movies just because it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like our family watched it I think like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I still remember. I still remember it. But yeah, it's basically about a group of girls who want to become, well, the movie's about a group of girls.
Sounds like the song.
Not the song. The movie's about a group of girls, high school girls who group up together and create like their own girl group basically, and they perform in front of the school. And spoiler alert, the last scene is one of the members, like in the future, like 20-30 years later.
Yeah.
One of the girls dies.
Oh.
One of the most like influential girls dies.
Oh.
And they perform Sunny, that song, at her funeral.
Oh.
And it's so sad.
Oh.
sad, but so heartwarming at the same time.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, for the 30 years, they've been separated completely. And so they reunited all for her funeral, and they did the dance. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Like One
Yes,
Direction.
like One Direction.
Okay.
Yes. And the reason like I love that movie so much is because it's got so much to it. There's like fights. It's like
Drama.
there's drama, there's drugs.
Scandalous.
But there's just so much going on, and it's just like high school life in Korea.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's such a good movie for me. It's one of my comfort movies.
Understandable.
Anyways, so yeah, shall we go listen to that song?
I would love to hear
Dragged
it.
it on for quite a bit.
Yeah, so what's it called again?
It's called Sunny by Bonnie M.
All right.
Let's listen to it. And we're back
And
again.
we're back. Oh my god, all these breaks.
Yes. So what did you think?
I like that song. I have heard it before.
Mhm.
I recognized it quickly. I've heard it actually. You ever see those playlists on YouTube that's like POV, you're on vacation in Madrid and this is playing down in the streets above in the streets below your hotel.
I actually have listened to those.
That's on there.
Yes,
That's where I've
yes.
heard it.
Yes.
It's a good song. It's
I
a
love that
vibe.
song.
It's a dance and vibe. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sunny.
Yesterday my life was meant for you. Don't know the lyrics.
No, not a. The dark days are gone.
Sunny so sincere. Sunny, life so true.
I love you.
We need to sing it at karaoke.
I think we do. We need to learn lyrics first.
Yes.
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 Yes, of course.
Yes. Anyways.
Yes, and the video you showed also summarized the entire movie.
Yes.
It looks very interesting.
It was a really fun movie.
And then
Yeah.
you told me there's a celebrity in it.
Yes.
Tell me who it is.
So, although they're all celebrities, there's one specific actress that we actually can,
Identify.
yes, deeply connect to. One of the girls, her name is Min Hyo-rin, and she is actually Taeyang's wife. And if you don't know who Taeyang is, was a member, or is he still a member? He's still a member.
Big Bang's still a thing, right?
Yes, he's a member of one of Korea's most biggest boy groups, Big Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. But anyways, yeah, he was a member there. Then he created this solo song. He released a solo song called Eyes, Nose, Lips.
Which is just like the gooeyest love song.
Yes,
on
he's
God's green earth.
shirtless in that.
Oiled
He's
up, shirtless,
fully oiled up.
chains on his neck.
Yes.
And he's in this empty, I'll never forget the name,
parking lot.
borderline, yeah, a parking lot. There's water on the ground, and
Yeah.
there's this giant portrait of his girlfriend at the time, but soon to be wife, the actress of
Yes.
the movie. And near the end of the song, during the like bridge, right before the bridge, it like
He
sets on
burns
fire. He
it.
sets it on
Yes.
fire, and he's just like riffing in front of it. He's like,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yes.
And she's burning behind him.
Yes. I was so
Yes.
confused. As a kid, when I first saw that, I was like,
I remember
what
seeing
is
that being
going
like,
on?
hell yeah.
What is
I don't
going
understand,
on?
but hell yeah.
Yeah, and they got married and they have a kid.
They have a kid?
They have a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really don't keep track anymore.
Yeah, they have a kid now.
Crazy.
Mhm.
Crazy how people be doing stuff like that.
Mhm.
Ew. Gross. Have you seen? There's this TikTok,
Yeah.
and it's these two girls talking about like a guy that one of them met the night before, and one of the girls looks upset. And she's like, tell them what you just told me." And she's like, "I met a guy and he's blonde," and the girl just goes, "No,
I think I know
a
that
man
TikTok.
should never be blonde."
I think I know that
And she
TikTok.
says it so viscerally.
Yes.
That's her truth.
I think I've seen it.
I'm sure you have.
Probably have.
I think we're on the same sides of the World Wide Web,
I
more
think
or
we
less.
are,
I think we are
yes.
more often than not. Indeed, indeedly do.
In Ziddly Zoo.
In Ziddly do.
In Ziddly Zoo.
Yes.
Anyways, all that musical talking reminds me that there's a new movie that came out not too long ago called The Life of Chuck. And
Chuck!
it's starring Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
And Karen Gillan.
And Karen Gillan.
Karen Gillan's in it too, yeah.
Really?
So I'm really excited.
Interesting.
But it's, I think, a movie about dancing.
Interesting.
Yeah, pull up the blurb.
Yeah, let me pull up the blurb.
The blurb, yes.
Fan favorite blurb.
But there's this one scene where Tom Hiddleston starts like tap dancing. He starts like bringing out all the moves that he knows. And there's like a drummer. There's another girl that he dances with. It's amazing. The trailer was amazing. And now I'm excited. I want to watch it.
Oh.
Are you reading the blurb? Watch it and not be about dancing.
You know? I don't think it is. Based on
what?
Maybe it is, and it's
what
just.
Does the blurb say?
I don't know if. I'm trying to read it, and it's like not making sense to me. Just give me. Let me cook. Let me pull
it. Hold on.
So,
give us.
Wait. I found it. Okay.
Oh, you did it.
So
okay.
if I search up Life of Chuck synopsis, the original one, like the first one that like Google generates for you, says. Charles Chuck Krantz experiences the wonder of love, the heartbreak. This is a weirdly phrased sentence. Charles Chuck Krantz experiences the wonder of love, the heartbreak of loss, and the multitudes contained in all of us. That's the synopsis based on Google. But when I look at the plot summary on Wikipedia, it says its plot follows the formative moments in the life of Charles Chuck Krantz, chronicled in reverse chronological order from his death coinciding with the end of the universe to his childhood.
Are you on Wikipedia right now?
Yeah.
I'm on there too.
Yeah.
So it's not about dancing?
Maybe he dances through life, mindless and careless. Maybe he like dances a lot. I've seen the clip of him dancing.
Yeah, I have too, so I just assume.
Maybe he just dances once. Maybe he has one of those.
Maybe that's his like hobby.
Maybe that's his moment of whimsy. Maybe that's the moment he like takes the step towards happiness or something. Maybe we're seeing like a really important turning point in the movie and we just don't have context. We're like, oh, dance moms. Okay. Oh, dance moms. I understand.
Well, I think we need to watch it.
I think we do need to watch it. I think we do. We are watching The Materialist tomorrow.
Yes. Speaking of The Materialist, how are you feeling about it? What are your thoughts right now? What is going on in your wrinkly brain?
Wary. In my wrinkly brain.
Your wrinkly brain.
I'm wary. I'm weary of the world. I'm not inherently a love triangle girly.
I hate love triangles.
I find them very inherently frustrating. The thing is, it's usually because I always feel that the one that the protagonist, usually female, goes for is not the one that I think is right for her, or at least it's not my preference personally. The only time I think on God's Green Earth that I was involved in a fictional love triangle, I say involved as if I was one of the love interests, experiencing a love triangle where I was on the right side of history was with Hunger Games when I was Team PETA. That's the only time I think I've been of a love triangle and it hasn't burned me. Because here's what like predictions for The Materialist. We have no idea. We're not going to find out till tomorrow. But
I'm so excited.
I am too. Like I am. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited.
I fear that Dakota Johnson's character is going to fall in love with Pedro Pascal's character, rekindle her flame with Chris Evans. Pedro Pascal is going to be a perfect gentleman, nice and awesome in every way, the dream man. And she's going to go with Chris Evans because of their history. The thing is, I don't care who she goes with, but it has to give me a reason why it's not Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I get you. Okay. I feel like by the end of the movie, she won't end up with any of them.
I was about to say, I started thinking that.
I don't think she's going to end up with those.
You think she's going to realize she doesn't need to and she's like a baddie?
Plot twist, she ends up with a woman.
Plot twist, she's gay in Pride Month. Debby. You know I would love that. You know I'd be the happiest I could be. You understand?
But just because I feel like based off of like just vibes. I don't
Yeah.
think she's gonna end up with any of them.
I see.
From like the build up of the trailer.
I see what you mean. I think based on the impression of the character from the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
you would think that she wouldn't choose anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, because to me, a lot of the marketing reminds me, like, I feel like they're trying to, like, get the people who really like, what's it called, Notting Hill, and, like, 10 Things I Hate About
Right,
You,
right,
like those
right. The
classic
rom-com fans.
rom-com.
Me.
Yeah.
Me, Molly,
Natalie, Mika, all the girls.
Mika's gonna be listening to this. Hi, Mika.
How's
Where is she right now?
I don't know. How was your trip to Manchester then?
Oh, she went to Manchester.
But then she immediately went somewhere else, but I don't remember
Oh.
where. I hope that wherever you are is super awesome, and I hope
I miss you, Mika.
we miss you already.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun over there.
She texted me today.
Did
It
she?
made my day.
How amazing. You lucky duck.
Yes.
How exciting.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, I think that they're banking on the I think that they're marketing it to appeal to the girls who are like, here it is, a new
And they're just gonna
a
go
new
with
classic
like, yeah, right.
is what I think it feels like that's what they're telling us, is
Okay.
that this is a new classic. So in my mind, I think she has to be with somebody, or
Right.
it's just gonna disappoint people,
Right.
or it's gonna be a super feminist take, and it's gonna be
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
I doubt that, but that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Are you familiar with the director?
I actually don't know who's directing it.
Celine. She's a Korean director. Celine.
Oh.
Celine.
Celine Song?
Yes.
Past Lives, man.
Did you not like that movie?
I'm happy for you, Derek. Derek adores this movie.
Uh-huh.
Not that I don't like it. I find it really boring. It's a movie. It's an interesting movie, and it deals with a lot of concepts, and it has a very sweet message, and not sweet, but very like crucial and pertinent message about like just like here's how I understood it. And see, Derek watched it without me. This was during my first year at Emily Carr.
Okay.
So I was slaving away in the
Yes.
studios.
Rotting away in the cells.
Rotting away, working so hard, huffing so much glue by accident.
Oof.
Getting headaches all the time.
Oof.
Anyway, that's
That is
another
not
story.
Good. That is not good.
It was
at
not
all.
great. I always had headaches during that summer. Derek went and saw it and was like, it made me cry. Like, I loved it. You need to go watch it with me. And I watched it, and it was not my favorite thing I'd ever seen. It's about like these two people from South Korea. One of them, I forget her name, but she like when she's very young, her parents move them to Canada, and then later she becomes a writer in New York.
Oh, okay.
And the other one is like stays in South Korea and like lives his life and is kind of lost, and like I think just came out of the army's working like a 9 to 5 maybe, and it's just not happy. Maybe he's about to get married. I actually don't remember what is up with him, to be honest. But they like reconnect. They reconnect online, and he decides to come and like see her. And she's married and like happy and stuff, and they like realize they have like so much chemistry, and they did when they were kids, and they did when they were emailing each other in their teenage and 20s. And then now that they're seeing each other, they do have a lot of chemistry, but they come from such different worlds. One that she was a part of, but then left with her parents, and one that he stayed in. And like, there's such a barrier between them now. And so it's like right person, wrong time, which sucks.
That
Fucking blows. Me. And it's sad. And like, in like, spoiler, but in the end, like, she feels like she really likes him and he really likes her, but she's the one she just goes, we can't. Maybe in another life, maybe in our next life is the life that we have together, but this life I have with my husband, which I think was the right choice, to be clear.
Yes.
But
as someone who watches
it was just kind of a bummer. It was kind of boring for me.
All the build up for what?
Yeah, exactly. And like, he was a little weird, and I don't know. It wasn't my thing, but that's the director.
So you see, now I actually am convinced that Dakota Johnson's not
going to choose anyone.
with
You know, and
anyone.
that actually, I agree now.
Right?
I think that's the final conclusion.
If that's her style, if she likes to do that,
then that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's probably what we're going to get.
yeah.
But that's going to break my heart then, because the thing is, in past lives, like, specifically her husband is just a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's just a nice dude, and he has, like, no idea that there's this, like, tension between his wife and her childhood friend from Korea.
It's always the childhood friend.
It's always the child. Get these childhood friends away from us. Leave me alone. Like, what the heck? And so he's, like, completely unaware of it, but he's, like, such a good guy and, like, clearly cares. And, like, I think at the end kind of catches on and says, like, well, you should get closure. You should talk to him one last time, and encourages her to, like, find, like, peace with it, and is, like, a really good guy about it. That's gonna fucking kill me if Pedro Pascal's just, like, and I'm just saying Pedro Pascal because I'm assuming Chris Evans is gonna be like, yeah, what's the matter with you? I'm walking here. That's what I imagine Chris Evans is. I think he's gonna bring that.
Okay, I hope he does. He looks so good.
He does.
Happy marriage, I guess.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him.
Pedro Pascal in that suit, though. Whoa!
A little bit of context here. I really like Chris Evans.
And I really like Pedro Pascal. We're on different ends of the spectrum. Not that I don't acknowledge Chris Evans' attractability.
Me too.
He's just not my type.
Yes.
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 He's just not my type of guy.
When I first initially pitched this little journey to the theater to Cassie, I was like, so you want to watch the movie where Dakota Johnson gets either with your man or my man?
I was like,
but in this case, maybe not.
Maybe
neither.
Maybe neither.
None of the above.
Yeah, none of the above. You know what? That's the thing also with love triangles that drives me crazy. Y'all, it's 2025. Why don't you all kiss each other? Gender identity is a spectrum. Sexuality is a spectrum. Have you all tried kissing? That's all I'm saying, right? I'm like, guys, like, the day that I watch a movie that looks like a love triangle and it turns into, like, a three-way, that's the day that the whales return to the pier, dude. Nature's fucking healing. Like, I stand up straight for the first time. My hunched back just straightens up. That's my back cracking, and my life changes.
Yeah.
The nature heals me. All my broken ends at the end of my hair just, like, heal.
Yeah.
You know, my nails become healthy. I have a regular sleeping schedule.
Biotin.
Exactly. I sleep at a regular time. When a love triangle turns into a three-way. Yeah. We got close with what's it called?
The Zendaya movie.
Yeah. That's how the music sounds in the movie. What's it called?
The tennis movie.
The tennis movie. During the tennis movie, there's literally the guys that are fighting over Zendaya have more chemistry together than Zendaya has with either of them. I'm checking my classmate who is super cool and watches this movie regularly. Like, I think every single month.
I respect that.
Not so far in June.
Oh.
Challengers. Yes. That one, we got close. They kiss for a second, the two guys. She, like, tricks.
Isn't that in the trailer?
Yeah. She tricks them into making out and then, like, leaves the room.
Oh.
Why are they fighting? They should all just bone. You know what they say. Why fight when you can bone? Write that down.
Whoa. Christ. Wrap up materialist.
Back on our
movie. Yeah. Excited, really excited.
I hope she doesn't get any guy.
Yeah.
I hope she could have both of them and she chooses herself.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I just know that Chris Evans is gonna look fantastic.
Same with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, they're both gonna look amazing. And Dakota Johnson, they're all gonna look amazing.
They're gonna look amazing, and that's what we're here for.
I'm so excited for that movie.
Me too.
And let me tell you how excited I am. So you see, I have a final essay due on Wednesday. And the movie is tomorrow. And I don't think I'll have time to write tomorrow. So I gotta finish my essay today. Yippee! Despite me having my final essay, I still want to watch Materialist.
Materialist obviously comes first before whatever grade you could get for that. It's just a letter.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Exactly.
C's get degrees, baby girl.
C's do get degrees.
Exactly.
Period.
Don't you forget.
Write that down.
Take note, guys. C's get degrees.
Can you imagine us as teachers?
We're trying so hard to like motivate students to like overachieve, even though we so deeply don't care.
Clearly in our podcast, we're like,
just
C's get degrees.
It doesn't matter.
C's get degrees.
It doesn't matter, but yes, you should go above and beyond and always overachieve, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
Be your own boss.
Yes.
Sky's the limit.
Exactly. And speaking of essays, my goodness, high school did not prepare me.
No.
No.
Let me tell you how my first essay in uni went.
Let me hear it.
So I graduated high school a long time ago. 8 years ago, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a kid 8 years ago, he'd be in grade 3. Think about that. Sickening. Anyways, I haven't thought too hard about this. I was decent at writing high school essays, you know. I got B's and A's. I wasn't bad at it. I wrote my first university essay, and I got a fat F. I got a fat, not even like a C minus.
Do you know why?
Because it was a high school essay.
That's cruel.
And I talked to the prof, and I was like, why did I get this mark? I worked so hard. I was like, I got the email for my grade from that while working, and I had to act like I was not shitting bricks for the rest of my shift.
No.
I like went into the back, wrote an email to the teacher, and I was like, if there's any way possible that I can rewrite this and get a proper grade, I would really appreciate it. I'd also like to know, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Tell me. And she gave me the opportunity to rewrite it and just was like, don't write like you're in high school. Write like you're a person. And I went, what does that mean?
What is that? I still don't know what that means.
Yeah. So, well, in high school, they teach you what? Formal language.
Yes.
Don't use I.
Yes.
And say things really like formally.
Yes.
So that's not what teachers like.
No.
They want your pizzazz. They want
your style.
They want your spark there, you know?
Right. They want your voice.
Exactly. And like they don't teach you that in high school.
They don't know.
They don't at all. And like citations. Oh my god. Did they ever teach you how to cite in high school?
I had a great grade 12 teacher who knew what was up. She knew what university wanted. So basically her classes were formatted like lectures.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was lucky. Thanks, Miss Sharma.
Shout out to Miss Sharma. I wish I had you as a high school teacher. Not that my grade 12 English teacher was not awesome, because his name was Mr. Lawrence, and I used to argue with this man like it was the thing I woke up every morning to do.
Yeah.
I would always fight with him because I don't know, just one of those. He was like Alex. Our Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Shout out to Alex.
Shout out to Alex. Just someone that you just like inherently like but want to argue with all the time, and you always disagree with them like in a friendly way. He just didn't prep us, and he made us do citations for Shakespeare, but like he would call it citations, but it was just writing the like scene and like the stanza.
Oh.
Like the numbers, like the Roman numerals in like brackets behind the quote. You didn't even have to say who said it.
Oh.
So that's what I thought. He was like, you're going to need to know this for university. I didn't need to know that. I needed to know something much more complex and detailed. That was actually not what I needed to know. Thank you very much, though. Thank you for trying. Mr. Lawrence, but what the hell?
No.
Yeah. And so that was a rude awakening.
Yeah,
But now I love writing essays.
that's good.
Yeah.
I have
You're not there yet?
No, achieved that mindset yet.
Well, once I realized that I could just, like, speak my truth and I don't have to like present myself in a certain way. I can just like write the way I would write and like obviously not curse. Obviously hold back on the cursing or like the lewd comments. But if I just like wrote with my own voice, it was just being genuine. It was like so fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once you get to university, they don't care about grammar. They don't care about the hamburger structure.
They do not care what's between those two buns.
No.
No. They don't give a damn.
No.
And you think they will.
They don't.
They don't care.
All they want to hear is what you have to say.
Exactly.
In the most clearly concise way possible.
Yeah, as long as you can make your point and not sound dumb.
Yeah.
Then you're good.
Exactly. You need evidence. As long as, because like, here's the thing. You sound dumb when you don't have evidence, and when your evidence is stupid.
When your evidence is flawed or it doesn't like encase what you're trying to say, then you're fucked. Then you fucked up.
Yes.
Then you're fucked.
Yes.
But as long as, even if you're making up your point.
Yeah.
Which I
You've done.
Yes, of course I've done it before. Sometimes you get topics and you're like, I think this is stupid. And then you just convince your teacher that you understand it. But as long as you like have the evidence, you can convince, you can just, you can do it.
You can do it. You can do anything, Barbie.
You can do anything, Barbie. Be your own boss.
Be your own boss. Anything is possible and unstoppable.
Exactly. With enough intent and grit.
Exactly.
You got it.
Bring that back.
Bring that back. Write that down, girls.
Write that down. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah. I think right now I'm at a point where I don't mind writing.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
Yeah.
Like, when I sit down in my free time and write, like, I think for the past 2 years, I was mainly focused on wanting to get it right and perfect, having it, like, sparkly.
Yes.
But I realized that that's not possible.
No.
No. You just gotta do it.
You know,
Molly gave me the best advice.
Let me hear what the wise
Basically,
words of Molly.
I told Molly, I have an essay due next week, and I haven't started. And Molly was like, sometimes you just gotta do it.
Shit, Molly.
And I was like,
you're so right.
And that just hit. I was like, I just need to do it.
I just gotta sit. I just gotta do it.
I just gotta do it. So thanks, Molly.
Shout out to Molly.
Shout out to Molly again.
Literally. She's such an icon.
She's such an icon.
She's literally the philosopher of our workplace. She says such wise words, and she says it so matter-of-factly.
Yes. And, like, ever since she said that, I'm just like, I can do
it.
it. 900 words, I can write in a day.
Exactly. Just gotta do it.
And I'll just write the rest later.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
beautiful.
I don't think high school prepped me enough.
No.
I don't think high school ever will.
No. They seem to miss the mark. I wonder if it just, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why they don't do more prep. Maybe they do now, but back in my day they didn't. Back in my day,
back in
8 years ago, they didn't do that. They were just like, congrats, here's your diploma.
The thing is that you know how you said that writing was a muscle?
Yeah.
They don't tell you that.
Don't tell you that.
And they convince you
it's a skill.
Think it's a skill that you're born with.
Yeah.
And only some people are good at. Yes, it's a talent, precisely. And they don't give you enough opportunities to practice it. Obviously it's more marking.
Yes.
It's more marking.
Obviously, like, there's a reason why they don't.
They don't do it, yeah. And they don't really teach you to think critically as well. Maybe that's a university thing. I think every kid should know.
Yes.
I think they should learn that.
At least to some degree.
Exactly. They should be able to think that way.
Even if it's just taking, like, because in a way, writing essays and paragraphs about, like, for example, English readings you have to do. Like, writing that in a way is, like, thinking critically about something, but they're not using the language to explain what they want you to do. Like, for example, when I was in high school and I wrote my Great Gatsby essay about the queer tension between Gatsby and Nick. Yes. Like the homoerotic friendship that they had. that was like looking critically at an
That was
at a piece of
that's
literature.
basically a research paper
Yeah,
on
like I
its
was
own.
looking at it through a queer lens critically.
Yes,
I was also 17 and didn't know that.
exactly. And they don't tell you.
And they don't tell you that.
No.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe it'll change. Maybe the curriculum will change.
Maybe. But yeah, because you get better writing every year you do it.
Yes.
It's even with like narrative writing. Like narrative writing doesn't have to be like writing fiction. It doesn't have to be a book.
Yes, it does not have to be.
And it does not have to look like a novel. Like
No.
you do not, if you write a short story, it doesn't have to look like a book.
The world's your oyster.
The world's your oyster. You could write
anything,
and it's fiction, and it's writing. They don't tell you that in high school. They don't show you the layers and the different types of writings and readings there are.
Yeah, it's just that in high school you just get like a standard
Bare
is
minimum.
English, accept it.
Yeah.
Then that's why I think so many kids hate English.
Yeah, because they don't realize
that it's such a creative world.
So much broader.
There's so much to it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyways, we need to fix that.
We need to us together alone, against the education system.
Let's do
Rise
it.
up. Let's do it. Now's
Let's
our time. Together.
Yes. We gotta rise up.
Rise up. Eyes up. Rise up. My love, take your time. From his death scene. What can I say? I remember the important moments.
Of course. Yeah, anyways, I think high school curriculums need to
reassess.
Yeah, reassess. They need to really up their game.
Yeah. They don't do grade letters anymore. You didn't do it, did you? Were you out of there?
Did you have grade letters?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh no, but honestly, I think that having grades is like not that not having grades is bad, because I think that there is merit to like not labeling things as like an F, a D, an E.
Right. Yes.
Like I think there is merit to not putting an F on a bad mark and an A on a good mark, but university's not like that.
The world is a cruel place.
The world's a harsh shithole.
It is. It's not forgiving.
It's not forgiving. I'm not like, and it's like obviously we shouldn't make kids feel stupid,
but we also shouldn't baby them.
Yeah, exactly. We also have to like get them ready for a professor that's not going to feel bad giving them a failing grade.
Because no one wants to give their students an F.
Exactly.
No one wants to do that.
No, obviously not. But it's like, it happens.
It happens,
and sometimes it needs to happen.
Exactly.
You know? I needed every F I got in high school I deserved. And I'm glad I got them. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah.
All the failures I deserved.
Did you ever fail a course?
No.
Interesting.
But I also chose the courses that I knew I'd pass.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of took a different route.
Yeah. I felt pressured from, and welcome to the trauma, having two parents who are teachers. I felt pressured to take academic courses that I knew I didn't have the mental capacity to do. And I knew I wouldn't be able to grasp fully, and I took it knowing that I wouldn't get awesome marks, but it was because I thought I was supposed to.
Right.
And so that did affect how many failing courses I had in high school. Only 3.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, because you know what? Everyone fails, and we really need to appreciate that.
Yeah, we gotta appreciate failure, dude.
Yeah, you know how great it is to fail? You learn so much.
Exactly.
You experience so much pain.
You cry. You hate yourself. You're like, I'm an idiot.
Exactly. You go through so much
But then you're
turmoil.
glad it happened. Exactly. Yeah. You go through so much turmoil, but you're like, I'm better off.
Exactly.
I'm glad
you find more about yourself.
Exactly.
And
you learn a lesson, which I think is important.
Exactly.
'Cause
life is about learning.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We really went from hair
to here. To here, yeah.
To education.
Yes. To the flaws in the education
system.
You hear that, government? Write that down. Take note, government of Canada. I know you're listening.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my Lanta.
Well, I think this is a good point.
I think this is a good point to call it a night.
Yes, to call it a night.
Yes.
Sign off.
To sign off. So
I can resume writing my essay. Yes,
she has 900 words to power through.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah, so let's say our goodbyes
Yeah,
to
let's do it.
Molly. Goodbye, Molly.
Bye, Molly.
Bye, Caleb.
Bye, Caleb.
Bye, Monica.
Bye, Monica. Bye, Jennifer.
Bye, Kyle.
Bye, Kyle.
Bye, Darren.
Bye, Darren.
Bye, Mika.
Bye, Mika.
Bye,
Bye,
Natalie.
Natalie.
Bye, Leanna. 'Cause I
Oh,
forgot
is
last
Leanna
time.
listening to this?
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. If
I
not, she's
hope-
gonna miss that really nice goodbye I gave her.
Yeah, that heartfelt goodbye.
Goodbye, Leanna.
Yes.
Goodbye, Derek.
Goodbye, Derek.
Goodbye, Xander.
Oh yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye, Xander.
Goodbye, Xander.
Goodbye, Xander.
I think my friend Caitlin might be listening.
Goodbye,
Caitlin.
Singer Caitlin?
Hmm?
The one who was in the play?
No,
shit.
no. She's an engineer. She's
An
engineering.
Wow.
Engineering.
You know them all.
Yeah.
And I guess, is there anyone else we need to say
She
bye
actually
to?
had the same English teacher as me.
She did? So she also knew how to write essays. They also held her hand and were like, "You're gonna be okay."
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
lucky girls.
Yes.
Wow.
Bye,
Bye,
Alex.
Alex.
I don't know who else would be listening.
Oh, if my classmates are listening, bye, Emily. Bye, Josie.
Bye, Emily. Bye, I have a friend named Josie.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.